New Orleans that most tourists will see is as good as ever. Delicious food, great music, charming street performers, lots of alcohol. I like the Camaro, it's silly and irreverent, and both show some sparkle and hope from where A, General Motors, and B, New Orleans was a few years ago. The French Quarter has pretty much recovered. The Saints Super Bowl victory was obviously a huge boost.
Go Saints! Go Saints! Who that? Who that? Who that?
You tour the lower Ninth Ward and you see some rebuilding, but you also see a lot of ruins. And like a lot of areas over the region, you suspect that it'll never really heal. Abandoned homes, abandoned hospitals, abandoned amusement parks. And the fear that another storm might be just over the horizon. With every car GM has produced in the last 2 years, to some effect, understandably, we've been putting the weight of the company on it. And, you know, here we are, like a year and a half, 2 years post-bankruptcy, and, you know, this car, in some respects, is, you know, again, taking the pulse of the company. I mean, a company that's bankrupt doesn't produce, you know, a convertible that makes 425 horsepower. You know, that's just not, that wasn't bankruptcy mode General Motors. So, you know, we're driving this car, you know, you sort of wonder, is the company all better? Is that what this tells us? And, you know, really what I found, and it's very similar to what I found just trolling around the French Quarter in New Orleans, is yes, the car's fun, yes, it's great, and no, it doesn't have to tell you anything about General Motors as a company. You're not going to really get any serious take on what, you know, where General Motors as a company is going by driving a 425 horsepower convertible with an Acorn-sized trunk. Just not going to happen. The same way as you're not going to get a serious analysis of where the city of New Orleans is heading by, you know, talking to a jazz musician on the side of the street. Spending 4 days in New Orleans, all we can really say is it's kind of fun, and all we can really say about after driving Camaro for 4 days is, yeah, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I don't know if it means that General Motors is back. It's just a lot of fun, and that's how you have to understand both New Orleans and the Camaro.
Only in New Orleans.